So today I have something very exciting that we are potting. So I got some saffron seeds from Seeds for Africa, and well, it's not seeds actually, it's bulbs. So this is how saffron bulbs look like. Usually you plant them in autumn, but I could only get it now in spring. You actually plant them very deep. You plant them 10 centimeters deep, which is about 4 inches, and you have to plant them 5 centimeters apart. So I have 4, okay, and you plant them as you've guessed, maybe like this, with this pointy side facing upwards. The thing about saffron, they don't like to be wet. So as always, I'm going to put my coffee filter on the bottom, and then I'm going to add a mix of a lot of potting soil and a lot of perlite to ensure that the saffron is not in very moist soil, because it won't like that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fill them about so much so that I can place them, and then I'm going to add the soil on top, and then we should see some foliage maybe in a month or 2, and then in autumn next year, which is April 2023, we should, if everything goes well, see the first flowers, and then I can harvest the saffron from there. Another thing about saffron, they like full sun and they like hot environments. So let me add the soil along. So I have a big container here of pre-made soil, in which I've added some Vita-Veg fertilizer and some bone meal, mixed with a combination of compost, filtered compost, and then perlite. Just to ensure that the soil is well draining soil, as saffron don't like being waterlogged. So next what I'll do is I'm going to take the tape measure and measure 10 centimeters, which at that depth, this is 10 centimeters from the top. Okay, there's still like a finger's spacing there, but they say anything between 3 and 4 inches I can plant it. So I'm going to go in between and just say, let's say 8.5 inches. That is the depth I'm going to plant it, and of course I won't fill it all the way, so this would be my mark. So I have the swirl here, and then next what I'll do is I'll put in my saffron bulbs. Okay, this is a big one, and they recommend to plant them at least 5 centimeters apart of each other. So as you can see there, I've actually planted them a bit further away. So let me just get them a bit inwards, away from the side. So usually I use plastic pots, but I'm using terracotta this time because I know that water would evaporate through the terracotta. So yeah, that's more than 5 centimeters between them. Just take this one up a bit, and then I fill it up. So yeah, that's filled up. Now I'm going to water it a bit, and then I'm going to put it in the full sun and full light, and yeah, hopefully we'll have some results. That should do it. I don't know if it was recommended, but I always just add some mulch on top. It just helps when watering, and it just keeps the water moisture levels consistent, and especially with terracotta, the evaporation will happen a lot faster than a plastic pot. So everything should help. And now if I water it, hopefully now the soil won't go everywhere, and yeah, looking good. So fingers crossed that I'll get some germination and hopefully some saffron in a month or 5. Oops. And there the saffron is in its final resting place for now, in full sun and next to all of my citrus